hold up. Okay, okay. Oh my god, let me turn this light. Why? I can't see anything. Hold on, guys. Yeah, okay. I Before I start talking any further, I want you guys to watch this clip. Okay, so I just returned back from my morning run. It was like easy 6 mile run. I'm currently in my week. I ended my week 5 of the half marathon prep, and something happened. Well, I guess you guys can see. I messed up my leg. I don't know what exactly is wrong with it, but I'm like it's an excruciating pain and I can barely walk. I was not feeling anything on the run. When I came home it was totally fine, and then as the day proceeded, it just started hurting, and the outer side of the foot is is just in a lot of pain. And honestly, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just recording this video like as a self vlog or just like a footnote, because I know I'm still going to run that half marathon. I'm super determined, but I'm going to like figure this out, but I don't know how long it will take for me to actually get back to walking again. I can't even like think of running. It's actually like hurting really bad, and I was super excited. Like, I already like mapped out my um my week 6, and I guess I'm gonna have to postpone it. But the good part is that I had like a 2 week buffer for my prep. So luckily the prep is only for 12 weeks, but I had like 14 weeks until the half marathon when I actually started the prep. So I have some time to spare to recover my foot to get back. I'm going to look into this, what might the actual injury be, try to heal it as soon as possible. But yeah, I mean, it's just things happen. Everything is not always going to be perfect, and you gotta live with it. And I'm going to live with it. So, exactly 2 weeks ago, which was Sunday, 8th of September, if I'm not wrong, I went out on my long run, which was a 6 mile run. I was also actually practicing my nutrition, which is basically using the gels, because it was my first time practicing gels. I had a great run. I came back home. I was feeling absolutely fine. And as the day just like passed on, I started feeling this irritation in my left foot, right? And I thought it was just something minor. I probably didn't look at it. By the time it was evening, it was kind of hurting. And I still ignored it. I thought it would be better the next day. Monday morning, I had a shift at 5:30 a.m. and when I woke up, I couldn't actually walk. And it was like, I don't know how to explain this. I couldn't walk. I just got ready somehow, and I 100% knew that I won't be able to ride my electric scooter because the vibrations on that thing are just crazy. It does not have any shock absorb. So I just started riding the thing, and it was brutal. Like, my legs couldn't take it. So I just like came back home, and I called myself an Uber, and then I took the Uber, went to my shift. And then on my shift I actually like struggled so much because I also had like a class after that shift, and I barely was able to walk. I was not able to put any footwear on my feet. It was hurting. I had no clue what was going on, and I literally, like, someone like me, I don't really get sad. I don't really like feel take pity on myself and stuff like that. But I was I trained for 5 consistent weeks. I was 5 weeks in at that point in my prep, and everything just felt lost. Everything felt like, okay, maybe I'm not gonna be able to run anytime soon again because it was hurting. But for some reason, I had faith that it was gonna get better. I couldn't just give up, right? So I for the next couple of days, I actually walked throughout the campus bare feet. I was not able to put on shoes on my foot especially my left foot, for like quite some time, like a few days. And I remember last week, the day I couldn't like run, which was Monday, I actually ended up hopping onto a spinning bike the very next day, which was on Tuesday. So for that entire week, my cardio or my aerobic training was the spinning bike, and I actually had a lot of fun with that. So I used to do like 16 to 20 miles on the spinning bike every day. I was also like, since I couldn't run and focus on running, I diverted all of my energy to training hard in the gym. I was still hitting the gym early in the morning. Not Definitely couldn't train my legs as greatly, but I was still pushing really hard. And I remember strikingly that on Wednesday, I was also again doing like an opening shift, and I was I was complaining to one of my coworkers on how my leg really hurts and how I couldn't walk and how it makes me feel bad that I can't run anymore. And just while I was doing that, the doors of the gym opened up, and a guy in a wheelchair, he just comes in the gym at 6 a.m. in the morning. And I look at him, I look at my coworker, and I start smiling. Like, the moment I saw him, the thought that came into my mind, in fact, the quote that came to my mind was, I'm paraphrasing here obviously, and it goes something like this. Like, I complained that my legs hurt until I saw the man who had no legs. That instantly made me realize that how immature and whiny I was being in that situation, and I immediately stopped complaining. I relayed the same quote to one of the coworker that I was talking to, and I instantly realized that even though this is an impediment, this is not something that's going to stop me from achieving my goal. And it hasn't. So last week, I actually ended up ordering this really, really cool thing from dailystoic.com. I actually am a huge fan of the concept of stoicism. This is a medallion. So this is a medallion. I don't know if it's focusing. Focus. Yeah, the autofocus is not that great. It is still tracking my face somehow. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, so it is a medallion from the dailystoic.com, and it has these words inscribed on them which says Amor Fati, means the love of fate. So Marcus Aurelius said this. He said, the impediment to action advances action. What inhibits the way becomes the way. And it gave me so much perspective on life. There is a fire symbol on one of the sides of the medallion which stands for whatever you throw into the fire consumes it and burns brighter, it burns stronger. And we in our lives need to be like the fire. We need to be persistent, and we need to keep pushing forward no matter what. Like, no matter what the situation is, no matter how hard the circumstances are, whatever is going to inhibit your path will show you the new path. So for 2 weeks, I researched on how I could make my feet better. I talked to people who actually ran. I ordered new shoes. I researched. I did all of the rehab movements. Towards the end of week 1, I could walk properly, but I was still not able to like pace or run. On Thursday, this week, I actually went on. I took a bold step, and I put on my new shoes, and I went on a 3-mile run. And I'm going to put up this clip right now once again, and I need you to watch this clip.
Okay, so I can finally run. Okay. I'm so happy. Okay, so 10 days of rest. Definitely there's still some pain, but I can definitely run. These new shoes are crazy. I love them. Yeah, I'm gonna finish 3 miles, I'm at 9:07 minute per mile, which is kind of slow, but I'm running after such a long time. I feel fine, I feel great. Let's get this done, run complete.
So yeah, that was me. Like, I went out on the run and I could actually run again, and I was so happy about it. Like, I just, like, when I came back to the gym, I just started telling my coworkers that, hey, I can run again, I can run again. And I'm so happy that I just started saying this thing, like, I can run again. Because I remember when I was not able to run, I was seeing all of these kids outside running, preparing, and I used to look at them through the window, and I used to feel they don't know how grateful they are to be able to run, because I want to run and I can't. And I was just telling myself that I'm going to run, I'm going to run. One day, the day is coming soon, I'll be able to run. I'm healing, I'm recovering. And I was just, this loop of positive reinforcement that was just always going on in my mind. And I healed. And yesterday I actually went on a 6 mile run. I practiced my nutrition as well on the run yesterday, and I felt amazing. I couldn't tell how happy I was, and that we are back. The 2 weeks of persistence, the 2 weeks of struggle, the 2 weeks of not giving up mentally brought me back into the game. And I'm going to revise all of the things that I messed up in the first 5 weeks, and I'm going to make those changes going ahead in the prep. And I know this was one of the boring videos of my prep, because there is no working out, there is no me showing some b-rolls, but this is the time of your life, or this is the zone in which you actually grow. It's when you face the biggest obstacles of your life. And the last 2 weeks were like terrible for me. They were hard. I had to go through a lot of self reflection. I had to go through analyzing everything that I did wrong, which led me into the situation in the first place. And what I need you guys, what I need you all to understand is that I'm sharing this with everyone who watches my video, because you might be going through a similar situation right now in your life. It might be hurting, it might be tough, it might be really brutal on you. But I just want you to know that persistence, and just keep moving. Don't stop. Do something. Keep moving. If I couldn't run, I hopped onto the bike. I went and I swam. Do not stop. Work out. Like, do not lose the momentum. Do not stop. Keep being consistent. Do not give up. Keep being persistent. Be the most reluctant, be the most resilient guy in the room. Do not know how to give up. That's it. Like, I don't know how to give up, and I don't know how to stop. And you need to have that mindset. And the big quote that actually went on in the beginning of this video, the one from Teddy Roosevelt, that quote has changed my perspective so much. It's like, do not care what people think of you. Do not care what the naysayers are going to yell at you. Do not care how people criticize you. The credit goes to the guy who is in the arena, whose face is marred with blood and sweat. The credit goes to you all who are working really hard every single day, putting yourself out there. The credit belongs to you. And I want to say this thing before I head out. It's, you need to focus on the things that really matter to you, and then double down on them. Don't get distracted. Don't lead your thoughts into an abyss. Focus them. Concentrate on things that you actually want in your life, and keep moving in that direction. Please make sure you subscribe, share this video, and I want to take this moment to actually tell you guys about the podcast that I have officially started, which is the Monday Morning Solution podcast. And it has been my dream from a really long time now, months, to start a podcast, but for some reason I was not confident enough to do that. But now that I have finally started it, please, I'll leave the link in the description. Go check it out. It's on YouTube. I'll soon post it on Spotify as well. Watch it, subscribe to the new channel, that is the Monday Morning Solution, and I'll see you guys next week, because now a new video will be dropping in every single week and I will be recording everything. So now we are back in the game. My foot is fine and the race is on.